What's good, everyone? So today, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the brand Blacksthetics and who we are, what we're about, uh, and I'm gonna try and get straight to the point. I'm gonna try and beat around the bushes, or I try and get directly to the point and give you a good explanation as to who we are and what we're about. And the brand came from the idea that every community, every society, every individual, I suppose, to an extent, needs something to aspire to, need representation in some way. And we believe representation matters. It's one of our ethos. Representation matters. You cannot be what you cannot see. Um, and I could harken back to when I was a kid growing up. Um, I watched a lot of cartoons, and one of my heroes growing up was He-Man. Hence, I started bodybuilding, I suppose. But he was one of the one of the cartoons we watched a lot as kids, and um, loved watching He-Man just for his muscular physique, the power um, he had in his physique. So I was a kid then, and that was an inspiration to me. So representation for me is nothing, or is not just about color. Um, it's very much about what you take inspiration from, right? And yeah, I took inspiration from He-Man, funnily enough, and my and a cousin of mine who was into bodybuilding at the time, he was a massive influence on me. So I took some of my inspiration from him as well. Um, you know, saw him training, and he looked good, and he had a bit of confidence about him that came from training, I suppose. So I took massive inspiration from that. So I believe representation matters. I think the world that we live in, people look up to certain people, certain individuals. Think about someone who you look up to, and it's more than likely someone you resonate with, someone that maybe looks like you, talks like you, comes from the same place as you, and you take inspiration from that person. And when I looked around, the UK or in the West in general, I look at the people that my son and people like him would look up to, youngsters would look up to. Who do they have as role models? Who do they have as a representation? If you've come from my community, it's generally footballers and basketball players and boxers and sports stars and whatnot, but you rarely see people as entrepreneurs, business type tycoons and whatnot. And those are the vast majority of people in this world. Your boxers and your footballers are few and far between. We think there are lots of them, but they're few and far between by comparison to the business people who do business in this world, and create sustainable businesses, create businesses at work. You talk about your Nikes and your Adidas and your Pumas, and all these are I'm referring to brands because I'm into that. That's my part of the world, I suppose. So for someone like my son, who's 14 years old, who's growing up and becoming a man, who do they look up to as their representation? Who do they take inspiration from in that field? And like I said, representation matter. You cannot be what you cannot see. So that was one of the reasons I decided, I needed to create something that that people can believe in. People can see that it started from the bottom, it grew into something, and maybe they could look at that and think, maybe yes, if Blacksthetics could do it, then I too could do something similar in the business world. That's one of the reasons. Health and fitness is obviously a massive thing for me. Always into my health and fitness and aesthetics and look good, feel good lifestyle, right? And I genuinely believe, or genuinely believe, that if you look good, you feel good. Um, the good thing about looking good is it comes with the process of going to the gym and training and getting better every day, right? And that whole process of training and looking good means you're getting healthy as well. So you're winning on every angle, right? If you decide to look after yourself, and I don't see it as vanity or anything like that. I see it as you deciding to, to take a step and look after yourself, put yourself first. And a lot of people tend not to do that until it's maybe too late. So to live a healthier lifestyle, eat healthy, get to the gym, look good, feel good, train, feel better about yourself. That is what we're about, what we like to put out there as our brand ethos. So that's another thing. As for the color black is aesthetic. Aesthetic looks good. Again, look good, feel good, right? So the color black is more aesthetically pleasing than any other color. In terms of, if you was to put a black t-shirt on versus a white or pink or yellow, for example, it doesn't. It has a slimming effect. The best way to put it. So you're cheating in a way if you're overweight, but it doesn't show off your curves and in a way you don't want it to show, as say a white or a bright color, yellow or orange, I suppose, would show. So the color black is aesthetic. A lot of us go to the beach to get tanned, or go to sunny parts of the world to get tanned if you are lighter skinned, to look more aesthetic. Bodybuilders, before we go on stage, we tan. Even though I have to tan my skin to look more aesthetically pleasing under the lights on stage. So the color black is aesthetic. And again, that goes towards the name of the brand, Blacksthetics. Black and aesthetics, obviously. So yeah, those are a few of the things that we stand for. If you were to go onto our Blacksthetics website, make a purchase. I'm joking. But yeah, make a purchase. If you were to go onto our Blacksthetics website and you were inquisitive about who we are and what we stand for, you read the About Me section, and gives you a lot more info on who we are. So that's what we believe. If you believe what we believe, I'd ask you to join us on our journey. I only read recently that 95% of clothing brand fail. 95%. I intend not to be one of that 95%. If I'm anything but persistent, so I'd keep going. This is a dream of mine to be able to, or to be in this position to do this. Is an absolute dream. So yes, so thank you guys for purchasing, everyone who has, and supporting us. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. So yeah, I hope you guys resonate. If you resonate, if you believe representation matters, if you believe you cannot be what you cannot see, if you believe in unity and justice and equality for this world, if you believe in living a healthier, more aesthetic lifestyle, fitness first, health is wealth. Without our health, we haven't got anything. So prioritize your health above anything and everything. Whether it be your physical health or your mental health, make sure you prioritize your health. That's number one. So that's a little bit about who we are. And like I said, if you believe what we believe, if you resonate with what we're about, then I'd ask you to join us on our journey and support us. And we'd like to support you on your journey in any way, which way we can, sorry. We could do that. So I'm always open to questions on my Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all the rest of it. We're on most social media websites. If you have any questions about health, fitness, or anything in general, don't be scared to send a message through, and we could see how we can assist you in any way, especially fitness, aesthetics, and trying to lose weight, trying to get better. We're always happy to help. That's what we're about, and I'd give that for free. It's not a problem. But yeah, that's it. Stop waffling now, and I'd hopefully catch you guys on the next video. For now, take care. Blacksthetics out. Peace.
I'll be a rubber band, you'll be the man.